There's a lot of ways I could have started this show, but I think I'm going to start it this way. Ryan, it's been 3 years. I think it's finally time I forgive you for fucking stream sniping and killing me. I think that's where we'll start off.
Are we doing a virtual hug?
I think we're virtual hugging, yeah.
All right, man.
I forgot that happened until we started chatting. You messaged me, and I started laughing because you were asking me how old I was, and it does not fucking matter whatsoever in this game. You're like, let me change my sheet. I'm like, that's Ryan. I remember everything now. I remember the old school role play. Ryan worried about his age, a thing that no one else will see or care about on the entire show, and you're asking me. So, yeah.
Get the details.
Do what?
He also got his first one out of the way, so that's good.
I
What?
did.
Wait, you rolled a 1 already?
Yeah.
I rolled a couple times to get my dice warmed up,
Okay.
and I might have rolled a 1 in there.
Well, I have less HP than our Sork, so I have 16 HP. It's a level 3 cleric.
I'm excited for that.
I'm getting flashbacks.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. Let's just go around for those that might be new to the cast, who might have been joined or might have been never watched the old show, I guess is what I should say. We started 4 years ago and change. I think we started in February, so we're coming up on 5 years with the start of roleplay, and it was with these cast of characters, these rapscallions that were lucky enough to join in on some D&D. I rewatched that first episode. We fucking were bad. It was oh my god,
Dude, I loved it. I loved it so much.
it was bad. I had to watch it twice too because I replayed this episode and everyone was like, "Oh, this is great." So then we officially announced that we're replaying the episodes. I had to watch 8 hours of us fucking stumbling about. Jeff getting angry because we're not getting in fights. He just didn't want to role play at all back then. It was Ryan just sucking nonstop and Jen annoying the party. It was great. It was great. But we didn't get to the fetch quest from Neal yet. So I didn't have to endure that. It was good. It was good. Let's just go around and see what everyone's been up to. Jeff, I think you've probably been on roleplay most recently with Blades. What have you been up to besides that?
A lot of travel. I've been gone more than I've been home for the last 2 months, but it ends after this next trip to Montreal that I leave for on Wednesday. So I'm really looking forward to being home. In the meantime, I guess I've just been streaming up some StarCraft and Remastered and XCOM, that kind of stuff, playing some Warhammer, and doing my show on Twitch. And that's pretty much how I keep myself busy. I want to apologize in advance. Some asshole handed me a virus at the last event I was just at, so I've got the sniffles. I'll do the best I can to do it off.
I thought you were saying on your computer, and I was just like, Jesus Christ,
No.
5 years and nothing's changed.
Hey, man. I'm doing all right, but...
It's like, a real life virus. That's fine. We're
it's
super
fine.
far
He's
away
just
from
sick.
you. That's
You're
cool.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
just a little bit of sniffles, but otherwise, all good, man. I'm excited to do this. A lot of people on my channel and stuff like that, too, have been excited about it. And I really liked when we did West Marches together. I had a little bit of pride of all of us kind of falling back into unison and mulching through whatever the fuck those were. What were those? They were like griffins or some shit?
Something. There's been so many shows, it's hard to remember things like
I don't
that.
know.
Yeah.
Paratons?
Maybe.
I was a monk. That's all I remember.
Funny enough,
That sounds right, Neal.
most of the 5e memories that I have are not 5e. Most of the Dungeons and Dragons memories that stuck with me were from the original show. If you ask me anything about like any of the other 5e stuff we've done in the past couple of years, it's pretty misplaced knowledge. It's kind of all over the place. So, Jeff, how's your have you finished an XCOM WotC run yet on Legendary? How's that going?
No. I have had 2 pretty good runs past the first black site into like August area, September, but I don't know. It's funny because I played Long War, which is admittedly the harder version of XCOM, but I think it's harder in a different way. So coming back to this and having to kind of relearn, okay, you only get like 5 or 6 guys in a team as opposed to Long War where you can have as many as 10 or 12.
Yeah.
So it's like harder but more forgiving in Long War in some ways, whereas in this it's like, oh, that guy missed a shot. No, that's 3 guys that are going to open fire on you now, and that could just be it. So I just saved before we turned this on, and I have like a run where like Everyone's pretty healthy, so we'll see. I'm gonna keep trying. It's really fun though. It's a great game.
Yeah, I finished my run on veteran and I'm good. I got what I wanted from that game. I don't want to go back. I got real lucky and coasted through the later half of the game after some early luck in the. I got Reaper on the first Templar XCOM roll.
Nice.
So I just demolished everyone. It was not difficult after that.
Yeah.
But
It's fun.
I'll never mess with Legendary, man. You're the better man when it comes to that. That shit is not fun.
Maybe we'll see, or maybe I'm an idiot. We'll see.
You definitely like punishment in that game, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's checking my ego though, because I got to a place where I was beating Legendary Iron Man, XCOM 2 very easily. So that's why Long War was really nice. But then I go back, so I'm like, oh guys, we'll just do a couple runs of this, and then we'll figure something out. And I've just been getting my ass handed to me, and I'm like, all right, for the next 6 months, I'll be trying to beat this. Like, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Funny enough, the Templar that got that, he was named Brumpo Tungus. So he was a god throughout that game. It worked out. It worked out. Ryan, what about you? I know you've been playing some Path of Exile recently. You're doing your Mafia stuff as well. What have you been up to?
Yeah.
It's been literally 3 years, I think, since we've been on a Skype call. Since West Marches,
I don't know, man. Like, it seems like yesterday, honestly.
Well, that's good.
I've been doing Mafia every Wednesday, like, since we did roleplay. So I've been keeping that up. I have been playing a lot of Path of Exile recently. I just ripped a level 89 like 2 days ago.
Ouch.
Yeah, I'm playing hardcore.
How'd that go?
So,
were you pissed?
yeah, rips are not
Was
fun.
that your Cyclone?
Yeah, I had a Cycloner, and I was doing a map with double bosses, but it was a map that has 3 bosses.
Which map was it?
6 bosses. It's like graveyard or cemetery or something like that.
Yeah.
So I fought the 6 bosses and I ripped to that. So now I've got a Righteous Fire hardcore Marauder.
You're gonna get bored of that.
I don't mind it actually. Like
I had a lot of fun playing at the start, and then once I grinded maps, I got fucking so bored with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like 75, so I'm still doing white maps at this point.
Yeah.
Still doing like easy stuff, but hopefully later on, I can. If I rip again, man, I don't know. I might have to start playing a different game.
Do you have your Rise of the Phoenix already? Did you get that at 65? Yeah. Is your HP balanced where you're not actually draining, or is it drained?
Yeah, I actually go up.
Wow. Okay. See, I never even got to that point because the gear was just a fucking nightmare to get it.
Yep.
I got up to like 6.7 HP, and it just always dropped. Okay. My HP was so overbalanced. So
I'm right around there, and like I'd go up like slightly if I get hurt, but I'm having to like press that war cry pretty constantly, man.
Yeah. The shout or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Yeah, I'm playing what's it called? Spectral Throw right now on software.
I watched a little bit today.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, that's some damage, some deeps right there.
Yeah, it can be a lot better. But I farmed 350 chaos today, which is great. Like, that's a good day.
I think that's more than I've got.
Yeah, I'm up to 480 right now with 3 exalts.
Yeah, that's pretty dank.
Yeah, feels good.
I'm trying to save up for a heart. What is it? Calm's heart.
The
Calm's
chest.
Plate. Yep.
Those are expensive as shit, especially on hardcore.
Yes, they are. Yep, yeah. They're like 500 plus 600.
Yeah. Somehow I found 2 bellies in the past 2 days in a row. I found a belly each day, which is pretty lucky.
I found today. I found an onyx neck that I sold for like 40C.
Oh, that's good.
Forget what it was, like a unique one.
Yeah.
So.
Anyways, let's stop boring people with POE
I feel like
talk.
I opened the door to the board. And I'm like,
this is like, what game is
this? This is like, Jeff, this is what it's like when you start talking about Warhammer 40K. We're just like, yeah, that's a cool model there, Jeff. Jesus, you gotta shut up. You gotta stop talking. You spent $2,000 on that? Jesus, yeah. By the way, how much money have you spent in Path of Exile, Ryan? Have you bought anything?
I bought premium stash tabs and I bought currency stash tab.
Okay.
I'm not one for cosmetics usually. I'm all about the pragmatic buys. So I don't know, like $20-$30.
I've got about $650 invested so far.
$650?
Yeah.
Damn, bro. You must be buying a lot of shit.
I bought the most expensive pack for some dumb reason.
Okay.
Someone cheered like half of it. I was like, fuck it. I'll just support the game. I've put 200 hours into it in the past month, so it's fine.
It's a noble pursuit.
Yeah. Well, cool. Neal, you've been DMing everywhere and anywhere the past 3.5 years. and running a bunch of stuff on your show or on your channel. How's that all been going?
Surprisingly well. Yeah.
You launched a new show with Trump. I forgot how awkward Neal is sometimes. I just got to get through this.
It launches Saturday on his channel and on Wizards of the Coast channel at the same time. Dual streaming or dual casting. Dual streaming? Co-streaming? Co-streaming.
Simultaneously streaming? I don't know. I don't know the term.
Simulcast on Trump SC and Wizards of the Coast channels. Yeah.
Yeah. So how's that working with the... I saw the announcement, but how's the two DMing thing working? What's the plan?
So I'm going to run the story. I'll build the encounters. I'll do all of your traditional DMing work. Trump is going to play the monsters with a specific eye to murder the players. So I can take my hands off and be like, look, I'm not cheating on these monster rolls. Trump here is your murder hobo. He's the one killing all of you guys. So he'll try and use the monsters to break their stats and kill all the players. And then I just get to sit back and like hang out and do the story, which is all I want to do anyway.
Are you giving him like a calculator for that, or is he just going to throw mobs at them? Because that...
I'll build the encounters to make them roughly balanced, and then he'll like exploit the monster abilities.
Interesting.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And that starts when? You said Saturday?
Saturday at, I want to say 6 Pacific time, something like that.
Cool.
Yeah. Other than that, I've just been doing a lot of stuff on Misclicks and on my own channel. And then just like doing all of my prep work publicly. So all of my planning is just like open, up in the air. And I've moved to Boulder and built a new desk for optimal D&D planning stuff. So the stream has taken on some new characteristics recently.
What type of desk did you build? Let's hear it. What type of wood did you use? And talk to me like a craftsman would.
So we got pine legs because they're cheap as crap. Really easy 2 by 2 inch pine legs all over the place. We're using 3/4 inch birch plywood for the surface, and then some of the support beams are actually maple because when I was at Home Depot, they were literally out of anything other than like any cheaper wood than maple. So some of the supports are maple and some of them are like junk pine as well.
Maple's a pretty hard wood, right?
Maple is a hard wood, and I broke a drill bit and 2 screws trying to screw into that stuff.
Nice.
Yes.
That's cool. Is it an L shape or is it just a flat?
No, it's a big U shape. So I've got like a desk over here and a desk over here, and then like the streaming stuff over here, and like downward facing cameras. So when I'm working on my stuff all pen and paper wise, you can actually like see the things that I'm working on and the pages that I'm flipping through, and then flip back to the digital screen for, you know, putting things nicely into a Google Doc.
That's awesome. I didn't know you were crafty, man. That's great.
Yeah, I like to build my own stuff.
Didn't know that. I just buy that shit. 'Cause I couldn't put any of that together. Did you have a blueprint you followed?
I made my own blueprints.
What the fuck?
Because I couldn't find a desk that I would like. You know, I needed something with just the right width that I can like reach all my sides at the same time, and something that like had enough surface area. And I also wanted something that I could just drill the crap out of as I want to make adjustments to it. I'm going to add like a little dice slot so I can just sweep my dice into this hole and it'll drop down into a little tray so they can get off my desk real quickly. A few other little inventions here and there that I'm going to add.
Nice. That's a good customized desk. You got to do a YouTube video or something after you're all done.
Maybe.
Yeah. You should have time-lapsed the build. That's what you should have done.
I did stream the build.
Okay.
So I could put the whole thing on a time lapse.
You should. That'd be good.
Yeah. There's a Google spreadsheet with an injury count on it somewhere.
Oh, God.
That my mods put together.
You didn't hurt yourself too bad, did you?
Oh, no.
Okay, good.
No.
Good. Well, cool. Last but not least, Jen climbing the ranks over at Ubisoft. You've been there 2.5 years now? How long you been there?
Oh, no. 4 years and a half.
Jesus Christ.
I know, right?
Yeah. How's all that going?
Yeah. Good. I did 4 years of Rainbow Six Siege, which is doing pretty well, so I'm happy for them. I left like 6 months ago, and now I'm on Far Cry 5 as a project manager, so I'm officially part of the development team and no longer doing marketing. So now I manage projects.
Nice. How's that? What's it like being on the dev side of that and seeing reactions and having to deal with the social space?
What do you mean, with like the developers, or?
No, with assholes on the internet is what I'm getting at.
Oh, well, I mean, I used to be a community developer, so I'm pretty used to it. And before that, I used to be a streamer and be on D&D shows with you guys, so I'm also used to it.
I mean,
I feel I got really well prepared by Twitch to handle any type of reaction on video games.
it is true.
Because like they're not directed at me, so they're even less personal. So I feel it's actually quite easy to see people rage over a game.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Besides
guess.
that, I've been playing a lot of Dota.
Yeah.
always
Oh,
what
you're
I
into
do.
Dota. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
What's your
Darkest
MMR?
Dungeon as well. It's shitty. It's like 2.7.
I mean, that's
Not
not
good.
bad. It's
Okay.
like what, 60th percentile, 70th percentile. It's
I don't know.
decently high.
Not as good as
It's
my
higher than me.
StarCraft. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I used to be better at StarCraft.
It's higher than you, Ryan.
It's alright.
Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
I don't play Dota though.
Oh, okay. You're a league guy, aren't you?
Yeah,
Oh God.
Yeah, I used to play
Yeah.
League of Legends.
filthy league player.
Yeah.
I also play Darkest Dungeon. I'm surprisingly addicted to it. I feel it's very good.
Yeah.
And a little
good.
bit of PlayerUnknown.
I think everyone has to play PUBG at least once or twice. It's kind of a
Yeah.
staple game now, in games.
Yeah.
I don't know if Jeff would.
It's pretty funny.
Have you played PUBG before, Jeff? Have you touched that yet?
I've been watching some.
There's no interest, not really your jam.
I think it'd be really fun with friends, and like I watched you and Ann play and stuff, and that seems cool to me. But like, just I don't know. For me, the like just every day, just getting loot, shooting people, same kind of stuff. No, not really.
Yeah. Ryan, you jumped into some PUBG, didn't you? Once upon a time.
I've never played PUBG, but I've played several of the predecessors.
Yeah. No, I remember running your ass over, and it was good.
Well, that's debatable. The game was buggy back then. All right.
Was it?
You know, the hitboxes. You know, there's something wonky in there.
I can pull up the YouTube clip where of you screaming, "What the fuck?" and getting run over, Ryan. It's
From
good
what I
times.
recall, I was well under the axles, and somehow it gave you the run over. There was the time where you hit me and it didn't kill me when it should have, and you like rammed some other dude over.
That is
Yeah.
true. Those were
We have some good clips.
those
good
are some
battle-
ridiculous times for sure. Well, cool. Neal, I think we're ready to jump. I want to hear about this map and what happens on Scrub Isle. We were talking about that before the show started.
One of us was
Well-
born there. It wasn't me.
And is there a Raekwon here? I mean, that's the real question. Where's Raekwon at?
So this continent, I don't know what you're showing on stream, but this continent
Show the
is
continent.
to the north, southeast, to the west of Solemn, where the original campaign took place.
Okay.
The island that you guys are on right now is called Gade Isle, or sometimes people refer to it as Gade's Isle. It was a
It's.
Little dodge.
I know Jeff's thinking this. Ryan's thinking it too. Did you say like Gade is in the past tense of gay?
no Gade, Gade.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I thought you said like past tense of Gade Isle, and I was trying to. Anyways.
no, Gade Isle.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're to the east of Solemn, and this whole continent is called Arcadia. This is Gade Isle. You guys are in the Dartian Plain. There's like a little circle over here. That's where your house is, right next to Kel Isle, south of Scrub Isle, where I believe the consent is that Ryan was born.
I was
I
actually
think there was
born
a-
on the Darton Plain and not on the Scrub Isle.
I'm sure that's what your official history says. Like, I have an uncle who was born in Guantanamo Bay, but we don't really talk about it. So, like, you were probably born in Scrub Isle on some, like,
He
visit.
was there.
Yeah.
I might have been conceived on Scrub Isle. I think that's the misconception there.
Born and raised, from what I remember.
Jesus. Well, okay. Also, chat's clamoring for. We got to roll for hotness. Ryan already did. I don't know if anyone else.
I already
did.
rolled. I'm a 14 out of 16 hotness.
Hotness.
I have a good question for you, Ryan. Why is it out of 16?
Yeah, there's no reason.
You did it.
Uh-oh.
you told me
Oh,
to
now
roll.
the truth comes out.
6 adds up to 18. 6,
Oh.
6, 6 is
Okay, out of 16 because my math was shit. That's
Okay.
why.
I don't know if you like
Out of
has a different
18.
standard.
No,
for
no,
your-
no. 14 out of 18. That's where we're at. That's my bad.
Wow.
He told me he was going to correct you on the show. Last time I was like, oh,
Yeah, I'm fine about
there's
your
got to be
shitty
some
math.
shit for that. All right, someone roll for hot. Who? Jeff, you got to roll. I still have to. 3d6.
Oh.
I think, right? What, is that the official?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh God.
Bottom of average. It's okay. Average is 8 to 13, man. You're just in there.
Jen with the 10.
I wanted my guy to be really hot, though.
Well,
Aw.
the dice don't lie. I'm
Yeah.
13. I'm pretty attractive.
Hey.
That's
Well,
top of
there's
average,
just
right?
something about Gaston.
Okay.
You can't put your hands on it.
It's that feminine voice or that French accent. I can't.
The French accent just adds
He
attractiveness
doesn't
to it,
have
right?
a French accent.
Don't they speak French on Scrub Isle? I feel like it was Gaston that was born there.
Oh, I mean, you'd know because you were born and raised. Like,
Jesus Christ. Oh, man. By the way, that I do have 16 HP as a cleric. Let's just get that over and done with and move on and not talk about it.
I feel like we could dwell on that for a little while.
Yeah. I rolled a 1 twice last night. It was... what do you do?
Ryan, what did you do?
He was putting his hotness in there for...
Oh, he just rolled
Yeah.
14.
he rolled a
I like
14
that
the other
you
night.
and I have mirrored intelligence, though. Actually, so does Packy. If we could just get this out of the way, this family's pretty stupid.
Well, here's the thing with 5e. When you get the standard array, you just don't give a shit about intelligence if you're a fighter or a sword.
Yeah.
You want to talk about intelligence? I just figured out that the E in 5e stood for addition last week. I thought it was like A, B, C, D, and we're on the E patch of 5.
Wow.
Oh no.
Are you for real?
Yes,
Oh,
I'm dead
no.
serious.
Ryan. No.
Jesus Christ. We're 22 minutes in.
Shit.
Your world has opened up.
I got a jump start on the role playing.
Yeah.
All right, let me give you guys an introduction to your area. It is the year 1510. You guys are all siblings in the Vanderhorn family on the northeastern coast of Gade Isle. Pinespur was the former capital of this kingdom of Gadia before its conquest and assimilation by the kingdom of Eridon, which is just to the south. And that was in 1380. Eridon's size made the war a short-lived affair. So quick and one-sided was the war that the people of Gadia had no choice but to accept their new rulers. In the 130 years since the war, there have been no rebellions and no uprisings. Eridon has had no desire to change the way of life in Gadia, only to redirect the taxes to their own coffers. People changed their flags, moved on with life. While your country has fared well, yes.
What are people that live in Gadia called?
Gadians? I suppose. Do you have a better name for them?
Say it, Ryan.
Just,
I dare you.
it's just asked the question. He's already baiting. I love it.
Oh, God. I've been thinking
whatever
the same
they're-
thing all day, Jeff.
It's okay with me. Like, either way. I don't actually... no judgment from me.
Yeah.
Perfect. Good. While your country has fared well, your family has not. After the war, your lands and holdings were stripped. Your family was reduced in rank from dukes to petty lords. Once your family had ruled the whole northeastern section of the island, the Dartian Plain, the Summerwood, Scrub Isle, Kell Isle. But now you only hold one small, sad fishing village overlooking the south side of Kell Isle. Your family is ancient and proud, but those days are gone. You are now petty lords, serving under those appointed to rule by what many still consider to be a foreign king. And I think we're going to come into game as you guys are hanging out at home one day in this tiny little fishing village called Saramar. Population 750.
On the dot like that. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's going to kill us, Jeff. All right? You remember this shit? You can't tell him to. He's not Adam, all right? He doesn't roll with the punches. He just straight up slaughters you.
Exactly one.
You got to be careful. You got to be careful.
So the head of your household is your grandmother. She's Grandma Vel Vanderhorn. Your father and their mother are off on their 35th anniversary, taking like a travel down to the rest of Eridon below, and kind of visiting various places. My question to you guys as characters in game are, what do you do? What's your day-to-day life, especially now that your folks are out of town? Like, who are you and what do you do?
I am a hunter, tracker. I like to live off the land. You'll catch me outdoors pretty often.
Do you not come home that often? You just kind of stay out in the woods? Is that normal?
I mean, sometimes I'll stay overnight, if I'm tracking some big game, but I will come home usually, I'd say. But yeah, I'm outdoors pretty often.
Okay. I would think I'm if everyone's fine with it, I would think I'm the eldest and kind of tend to the house, just making sure everything's running fine when the parents are gone. And sometimes even when the parents are here, they kind of have hit the age where they don't have to take care of the land as much.
Yeah, your parents are in their 50s, your grandmother's 75, you know.
Yeah.
They're done.
Someone had to take over, so I learned kind of mentoring behind my father, and so I've started to take over the lands in that way.
Nice. What are the
Peter.
rest of you guys doing? Oh, yeah.
Peter is a gigantic slab of muscle, very big guy.
That's actually really surprising that you chose that.
Well, so you bring this up. This is so funny.
Hey Ryan, how much do you weigh, and how tall are you though?
Let me look.
No, you just gotta answer it. There's no looking
It's
up
already in
standard
there.
ratios. Okay.
5'5", 152.
Okay, I think that's normal. That sounds normal.
I heard 6'5", 152, but anyway.
It'd be like 7'5", 120.
No, I fucking asked Neal. I'm like, what are the other guys? And Neal's like, one's a cleric, one's a ranger, one's a sorcerer. I'm like, well, I guess I'll be
Got
the
some
fighter.
ideas.
Well, no, I had the same conversation with Neal last night. It was me and you left, and we had a ranger and a sork, and I was like, well, Jeff's probably going to want to be a fighter, so I guess I'm going to heal. And so that's kind of how the combo went. No.
I'm just saying, I do end up being the fighter, but I also sometimes I'm put in that corner. But Peter is a big slab of a man, a very simple man. I picked the 8 intelligence because he's really, really dumb, actually. And he's the youngest of the 4 siblings, and he is completely insecure and very competitive with Rowan, the eldest of our siblings. He wants to do everything he does better, and he knows that he can't and doesn't, and that really upsets him and makes him feel pretty self-conscious about himself.
I think where Rowan wins out more often than not, because we're both stupid as fuck, is that I'm a little bit wiser with my age. So I approach situations like that where he just kind of brute forces him. I have some wisdom when it comes to that type of stuff.
My guy, though, if you look at his, like, when it comes up his character sheet, he's incredibly athletic. He's very strong. He's everything about all the stats are like, he's freakishly good at doing things physically, but then when you talk to him, he's a shit brick house of dumb.
Okay.
He's not a smart guy.
It's all that noble inbreeding.
Okay.
More Game of Thrones stuff.
Jen, how's it going?
Good.
We're in Gadia, and you're already dropped.
I didn't want to go there, but yeah. Look on Gate Isle. You got to do what you got to do, okay?
Oh.
Actually, my intelligence was also marked down as 8 on my character sheet.
Is it
so
We
different?
all 8s?
I think we're all stupid. Well, we're all not very smart. Let's put it that
Yes,
way.
no, you got 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's written on the stream, but
Do you actually have an
my
8?
character sheet. Yeah.
All right, cool. Look, we're dumb as shit. All right.
Yeah, I'll just tell you my stats to make sure we're on the same page. It's 12, 14,
Yeah.
14, 8, 10, 16 charisma.
Oh, okay, 12.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, good. We got it. All right.
12, 14,
So-
14, 8, 11,
We're all-
16.
So I am Gaston. I am also a very muscular man, probably as muscular as Jeff's character. 6'6". I'm like huge. I look like a really good fighter, but I'm actually a sorcerer and I'm not very good at fighting. But I look very imposing, so you would think I'm a leader and a warrior. What would I do of my days? Well, I used to be like a hermit. I went on some like hermitage where I isolated myself for a while, and now I'm back in town. So I haven't found enlightenment yet, so I would assume that I'm discovering the pleasures of being back in town actively.
Yeah,
Okay.
pleasures.
So like drinking, ladies. I'm not that good looking after all, but I'm very charismatic, so I'm assuming it works out. You know?
Probably so.
So that's what I'm doing.
Cool. Well, today is a special day. You guys are all at home one morning. JP, you introduced yourself, right? Yeah. You're all at home one morning, kind of having breakfast. Your house is pretty small. You just have like a maid, a valet, a lady's maid, and a cook. And so your cook is bringing out the food. When coming, knocking at the door is a messenger who looks a little bit weary-faced, a little bit kind of pale, and kind of, my lords! My lords!
All right, let's roll for combat.
Do we have servants that open the doors, Neal, or do we have to open the doors ourselves?
You do. Your valet goes slowly over to the door with a an exasperated sigh of impatience with this guy who won't stop knocking.
I'm standing just behind him, Neal.
Okay. The valet opens the door and the messenger steps in, kind of looking for someone, and just comes up to you, the youngest person, and presses an envelope into your hands with a worried expression on his face.
I take the envelope and I kind of look at him. And Peter has like a very big, like a big forehead. It's,
Brow ridge.
yeah, I would say so. Kind of looks down at the letter, looks up at him, says, "What do you want?"
This just came. It's news of Eridon and your parents, the lords Vanderhorn.
He kind of nods and sleepily kind of looks down at the letter, opens it up, looks at it for a while. Sorry, and then he taps on the servant's shoulder, kind of passes it to him.
The servant takes it over to your grandmother, who takes a look over it, dismisses the messenger, and calls your family to the table.
I never got up from the breakfast table, so I'm still there.
Cool. She looks to you, Peter. You've read this?
I did not.
It seems that Heatstroke in Eridon has been overrun by some sort of large demon army. I believe that's where, she says with a bit of a stutter in her voice, my son and his wife were.
Did you say heat stroke?
the town of Heatstroke, Peter.
They didn't. They're not having a heat stroke, right, grandmother?
Yes, they've named it after this lovely condition.
I believe that's in the middle of the desert, so a heat stroke is quite possible.
I was gonna say it's been awfully warm. It's been awfully warm.
You're just gonna have a tough time with that accent if you can get through a sentence. You're done. You're
Your
just
grandmother looks around the table at you guys. It says, a large demon army has overrun the place where your parents were vacationing. I can only assume that they're dead now.
Grandmother, that's quite an assumption.
Would you care to travel there and find them?
No, it's hot. I don't want to go.
They can't be dead. They can't be dead.
Well, maybe they'll arrive on some sort of boat, but... Demon army, grandson. Demon army.
Now, when you say large, like they are large?
She just hands you the note, which just says large demon army. The messenger did not bother to specify the...
Are the demons large or numerous, is what he says.
The messenger did not bother to specify whether they were large or numerous. I don't think it was a distinction they were willing to make in such haste.
God, it might be both.
Oh, God.
Fucking English shit. Get up yourself, Jen. All right. He kind of like looks at the letter and again sets it back on the table. Well, if they're dead, I guess that puts Rowan in charge.
Not yet. I'm still alive. Thank you very much.
What are you gonna do?
You don't talk to your grandmother like that.
You're too old. Well, I'm angry. I'm angry about the news of my parents.
She's used to your sass, and kind of brushes it off. Says, "My grandchildren, I think war is coming to Eridon and to Gade Isle as well. I think it's time to rearm ourselves."
We at least need to find out what happened to them.
The fucking music's killing me.
This like somber moment, and we're just.
I love it.
I get. Do we have a map on the table or something?
Sure, you've got a whole map of the area.
Okay. I like get up, I grunt, and I point like super strongly at Heatstroke, and I go. "Ugh."
Use your word.
That's it.
Gaston, do you have something to say? What is?
Go.
It's hot. I'm not.
No, don't go there. There's demons there. There's a whole demon army. Did you not hear me?
Yeah, they're large and numerous.
Oh. And then I sit back down silently.
God, what are you going to do when I die?
Grandma, you've heard the age-old question. Would you rather have a giant demon army or a demon army of giants? And now we can answer that question.
I would rather you equip yourselves with our ancestral weapons and prepare to defend our home if they do cross the strait.
You're just going to sign off on Heatstroke? Going to give it up?
She gives a half-hearted shrug. What do I care for the people of Heatstroke?
Yeah, but what about the people of... what about the gays out there?
That's why you must go arm yourself to protect the rest of the Gadians in case the demons come here.
Okay.
I like it.
You know of our family crypt to the north, just to the west of Scrub Isle?
Yes.
Yes.
Scrub Isle. That's
Zara
where.
Chow.
Buggy, you were born in Scrub
Yeah,
Isle.
you're Scrub. Do you know the Isles? You're born there. You grew up there and stuff. So.
Now, let's not make fun of him for this. There was
I'm
no
not.
other
I'm just.
port of call.
Grandmother,
It
he
was
probably
actually
knows
an
about the
ironic name
islands.
for the island. It was where all the gifted children were sent.
Zara Chow is where the family crypt is. It's where your great-great-great-grandfather stashed the swords and armor that they were forced to give up, or rather than give them up. They were stashed there.
And that's where we must go.
This
Ain't
is
that
all,
right?
Go.
There ought to still be some magic swords, and I believe a magic bow still in there.
this is on Scrub Isle, Grandmother. Is that what you're saying?
That bow is
No.
as good as
Sarachar,
broken.
west of Scrub Isle. Here, I'll mark it on an X
It's
on the
either
map
east
for
or
you.
west. It's got to be one or the other.
It could be north or south, my grandson. There are 4 directions.
Okay, well.
I didn't want to complicate things. I tried to keep it pretty simple on that one.
Baggy knows the area. He'll get us there. He'll be fine.
Yes, I can take us to
Just
the
beyond
ancestral weapons.
Summerwood, if I'm looking at this map correctly, which I've heard of that before as well.
Well,
I've had a lot of Summerwood myself.
Are you, brother, are you implying something with that?
A lot of summer.
Now listen, don't mincemeat my words. I intend only to speak as clearly as possible.
Okay.
Listen, enough about me. Let's do this. Let's get out there and get those magic weapons. Come back here and defend our farm.
Well,
I have wood smarts. I know where they're at.
Okay.
What do we think about Gaston staying back here and protecting grandmother?
No.
Gaston and grandmother don't get along. You've known that.
well, they could use some bonding. I mean, grandmother's getting old, you know.
No.
I have seen enough of my grandchildren. Thank you very much.
Well, good then, I guess.
Let's all go together.
Yes.
Baggy, you want to round up the horses? Do we have horses, Neal?
You do not.
They're
On my
mind
character
baggy.
shit, I do. I have one.
Grab the llamas then, or the alpacas.
You have some pack animals with you, some donkeys that can hold your gear.
We'll take
Okay.
the cloven riding beasts.
One of the best ways to traverse Gadia is on an ass.
Can't go into Gadia without an ass. I believe is what they
You
say.
can only ride that ass across Gadia for sure.
All right, me and Neal, we embark.
We embark the asses.
Yeah.
Okay.
We mount them, I guess you could say.
Yeah, we're mounting the It's your fault, Neal. There's no other one to blame here. You named Niall the gate. There's no reason to do such a thing.
It was named after Gades, one of the final bosses in Lufia 2. Army.
Well, that
Rise
was
of
a
the
bad. That was a
Sunstones.
bad translation. All right. Oh God!
All
All right, we're setting out.
You guys set out into the Dartian Plain. It's a beautiful afternoon, except for the fact that your parents have just probably died. You know, can't be sure about it, but Demon Army usually means everything in its path is dead.
We're actually surprisingly okay with it though, Neal. To be honest with you, the end
Yeah.
pretty okay. It's pretty.
So
picked up.
let's ask about that. Why are you so okay with that?
I think it's because for Peter, he doesn't fully understand what's going on. Basically, he just
Got it.
Well, I
parents
think
never
that,
died, so he doesn't know. He doesn't understand.
yeah, I think also that grandmother is a little bit dramatic when it comes to reporting the news.
Yeah.
You know, she's getting
Yeah.
close to death. She always thinks that the worst is.
She's a fearmonger.
Yeah,
She
fair
spends her
monger.
whole
She watches
day
a lot of Fox
like,
News. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She always is talking about those like bad news she hears about this other person that died in this other village with like one sickness, and then she says a plague is coming and that we should stay inside and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Got it.
She assumes the worst a lot too, so we kind of
Yeah.
got accustomed to just being like, "Oh, grandma," you know.
They're probably on a boat. Probably small demons too.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
many of them.
Just
Many small
tiny
demons.
demons.
Yeah. We probably have that
Metaphorical
conversation.
demons.
Yeah.
Neal, are we going through woods?
No, you're going through the Dartian Plain to that
Mm.
X. So it's a nice open scrub land.
I see.
As you travel through the open
Scrub
plain,
Island. What's your defense of Scrub Island?
it's filled with chaparral and short-lying bushes, like scrubs. Scrub bush.
Shrubs?
No, scrub bushes, dude.
Okay.
There's no defense of Scrub Isle. It's just a great name.
yeah.
Scrubs there many ages ago.
Yeah.
They got banished by the TLC clan. They got sent to Scrub Isle.
Oh my God.
All right. Anyway, you guys head out across the Dartian Plain. It's not as barren as this map may make it look. There are the occasional set of trees here or there, but you come across what looks to be a father and daughter, kind of out in the middle of nowhere. The father is seemingly trying to teach his daughter how to ride a horse, but they stop as they see you guys with your tabards, with your family sigil on it. And your horses and all of your like bright shining armor that's well done. They give a stop and kind of look at you awkwardly.
Fellow Gadian, are you in need of any assistance? Vanderhorns, and I am Peter.
He gives you a slight bow. Hello, my lord. What brings you out into the middle of nowhere?
Our parents are probably dead to either large or tiny, and we are in pursuit of weapons of which to take back and defend our probably soon-to-be dead grandmother.
Don't be
And how
over
are you on this fine
dramatic.
I suppose I'm quite fine compared to you.
Now look in here, mister. We're doing just fine.
Well,
What are you up to?
Huh?
I think
What-
Gaston's attracted to you.
What are you up to?
Oh, I just teaching my daughter how to ride.
Ah, would you like to ride with us?
Oh, I say no. That's probably not a good idea, guys.
Gaston, we're going to get magical weapons. We don't need to bring a father and daughter with us. We're sorry about that, sir. That Gaston just likes to invite people.
Let's have this father-daughter duo. Our combat squad.
Well, I think I'll leave you guys to it then. It sounds like you're very busy.
Yeah, yep. Real busy.
Excellent. Okay. You guys continue passing them. And I have a few more questions to ask you here. How does this, I guess you guys you're not too concerned about your parents' death here. I was going to ask you if this, like, reminds you of any interactions you've had with your father. Like, did he teach you to ride? I was going to try and do a juxtaposition of your dead parents with this dad teaching his daughter to ride, but you guys don't seem to give a shit.
The sentimentality is lost on this group.
Nope.
Yeah, we're darting across Darden Plain right now.
I mean, mom and dad went to heat stroke. What did they expect to happen? You know what I mean?
It's true. We told him not to go.
I'll shed a tear, Neal. I shed a single tear, reminding myself of when I was learning to ride a horse from my possibly dead father.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
The
Can I
memory is
get,
clear.
Ryan, you are a ranger. What is your favorite terrain?
Forest.
All right, excellent. Who is leading the party as you walk through the plain?
My favorite enemy is dragons, by the way, in case we encounter any of those.
Preferred target. He prefers the mist variety.
You can also speak dragon.
Okay.
I don't know. Probably Rowan's leading us, right? He's the eldest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I would say Ryan's leading us across, but I'm acting like I'm just asking Ryan where we're going.
Ryan, you're in front, so I want you to give me a nature or a survival skill check, please. And
I'm right next to him, chest puffed out, and every time he asks a question, I ask it almost exactly the same time, but a little bit behind.
Okay, what kind of check am I doing?
survival or nature, whichever one you'd like.
So where am I seeing these? Survival.
If you open your character sheet, you should be able
Left-hand
to
side.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll do survival because it's better. So
go
just
about it.
click
roll a just click it.
Yeah, click survival.
click it.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
Hey, not bad. You spot up ahead, kind of wandering through this forest, a selection of what looks to be like goblins.
Talk to us, Neal, a little bit about the culture of the Gadians. When they see goblins like that, is that like, oh god, goblins, this is a threat? Or are they like, wow, what a friendly group of goblins?
No, it's not what a friendly group of goblins. It's more of like, why are there goblins in my plains? You know, the goblins tend to live in the Summerwood. Yes.
Are they a hostile group of?
Well, you have spotted them before they have spotted you. I'm actually going to bring you over to a map where you can see what's going on. It looks like there's a group of goblins, including one riding on a warg, and they're like pulling a canoe behind them. I think you should all have control of your characters as well.
We're seeing a white screen. You got a white screen here, Neal.
You might want to refresh.
Yeah, me too.
Really?
I see the forest, the green screen,
Okay, I refresh.
and a path.
Okay, let me
Yeah.
refresh them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's some goblins.
works now.
What looks
I
like
tried to grab my guy though, and it didn't. I just drew on him.
they grab 'em up.
Use your.
Yeah, it's also not working for me.
The tokens might not be assigned.
The tokens are assigned. God,
Roll 20's just messing up, man.
Oh, okay, it works for me.
yeah. Everyone else
Did
can
you
move
do
their
select
tokens.
move? If you're on pan, it won't work.
Yeah, you got to be on like the arrow, not the hand, and not the
Yeah.
brush.
Yeah, I have control, Ryan. You're just bad.
Yeah.
Why does it say there's 2 Ryuzilla?
Yeah, there is 2 Ryuzillas there.
Because one of those is not supposed to be Ryuzilla.
I
it's
actually
supposed to
have
be
mirror
Peter.
entity.
There we go.
It's one of my ranger skills.
Yeah.
Spells.
Yeah.
Brothers, there is some goblins up there with a boat.
So Neal, are they naturally hostile, or are there good goblins and bad goblins?
No, there are no good goblins around here. These goblins are a menace on your society. They steal things from people whenever they can. They murder, that sort of stuff.
So Neal, just to give you a little bit of my personal backstory, I've taught all of my brothers the Woodland hand signals, which sort of like are for stealthy combat.
Mm-hmm.
So I sort of do like a fan out and a quiet motion, and then I move into a
So
stealthy
it's like
area.
that.
Yes, exactly.
I look at him and just stone cold give him a fist pump, which he knows to mean that I don't understand what's happening, and I just kind of start lumbering forward.
Yes.
I spit on the ground. Did I see the goblins?
I think Ryan showed them to you.
Oh, okay, I see them. So I spit on the ground and I go. I fucking hate goblins.
I want to go somewhere stealthy, like that or something.
Yeah, I see you move those up there.
Well, they're moving as long as you guys keep talking. Peter, did you run all the way up to the goblins like that?
No.
I said that. I'm going after it, bro.
Okay. Well, then the goblins spot you, and we we need to roll initiative for the game, for battle.
Yeah.
All right. Let's roll for
2.
initiative.
What do you roll for that?
So if you just click on your character's name in the character sheet.
Yeah. Or just click initiative above hit points in the center column, top middle.
Oh yeah, that works. Oh yeah.
You guys rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling well.
How do I don't remember.
You see it
How do
initiative
we-
above
are we done?
current hit points on the character sheet?
Yeah. Yes, it's 2.
Yeah, just
Can I-
click. There you go.
Aha, did it. Okay.
Cool. They might need to be added to the turn order list, though, Neal.
You should all be able to roll initiative if you're clicking on your character. You didn't click on your characters. It's fine. I'll add you manually. It's fine.
I go charging forward and I yell, "For the Vanderhorn!"
For the Vanderhorn. They're like, we don't speak English.
I take out the horn and I go.
There's a Vanderhorn horn.
Yeah.
Of course, there's a horn.
We call it the
And
Vanderhorn.
it's actually made with our hands. There's no actual horn. It's like.
With the pinky up, Jen. That's how we
Ah,
do it.
yes.
So
Sorry.
that's how you hit the high note.
Always
I
use
noted
2
it.
hands.
Yeah,
Alright.
the second.
And then you twist.
Yeah.
This goblin up here, this little bowman, goes first in the initiative order. He's going to move to the side. Sees Gaston down below, a nice 45 feet away
Oh
from him.
no! I thought I was hidden behind the bush.
No, you didn't get to make a hide check yet. Peter ran
Oh.
in and alerted the goblins on your way to the
Oh.
bush.
No,
Okay.
no hide behind bush this time.
Nope. The goblin rolls to hit you with his
Did
short
we die
bow.
already?
Me?
He rolls a 13 against you.
That's a hit,
Yep.
isn't it?
13
Yeah, no.
AC, I think.
That is a hit. The goblin shoots you with his bow for a whopping 5 points of damage, Gaston.
Aw.
Ryuzilla, it is your
Yes.
turn.
All right. So it's really weird that our hit bars are red and theirs are also red. It's kind of deceiving, but okay. So the one in front of Peter, how do I check how far away that is?
There's a ruler tool. It's the one that looks like
Okay.
a ruler.
40 feet. Perfect. I'm gonna shoot at him.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot at him.
Roll me to hit.
Okay. Sorry, give me 1 sec to remember it. So do I click the weapon?
You click the weapon in the weapons area, not the equipment area.
Okay.
There you go.
There we go.
There
Oh,
you
yeah.
go.
Oh,
That'll
yeah.
do it. You absolutely strike the goblin. You can just now click the long there. You-
Yes.
He takes a whopping 9 points of damage, looks stunned for a moment, and gives a ow!
How far away is the guy behind him?
Another
From
10
him
feet
to
behind
the.
him.
Oh, that's 10 feet. Each block
Yeah.
is
5 by 5.
okay. Got it.
Rowan. You're way.
No, I
down
didn't get a chance, and I wasn't gonna cheese and just move up. All right, I played by the rules.
Good man.
Let me look at Sacred Flame range. It is 60 feet, so I'll move up. Let's see. Will you give me half cover or anything if I'm there?
Yeah, totally.
I'll move up here, and oh god, my 60 feet. Fuck. I'm gonna dash up next to Baggy. I think I was right here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. 60.
There's no E on my name, by the way. I take offense when people spell it the wrong way.
How are you supposed to pronounce it?
You're pronouncing it correctly, just no E.
Okay. What about cover behind that bush next to Baggy?
Yep.
Scrubby just
That's
happened.
fine. That's
Okay.
half cover.
I'll do that. I dash up there. That's my
Part
turn.
of the scrub of Scrub Isle.
Yeah.
All right. The next of the goblins goes. I can't go very far, little guy. So he's gonna head 30, and then he's gonna dash and come up to Gaston over here, and that's the end
You're
of
really
his turn.
into this.
Yeah. This
And then for the first hour.
next bowman is coming over here. Takes a turn towards Peter and takes a shot with his bow. Ooh, it's a 4, which is a wild miss, pegging the tree behind you, Peter. Gaston, it's your turn, and there is an angry goblin looking at you.
Does he have a crossbow with him, or does he have a...
He has a short sword and a shield and some leather armor on.
Okay. So, in 5th edition, can I do a spell even if he's next to me, or is that a no-go?
Yes, you can cast spells when they're adjacent to you.
Okay.
But if it's like a ranged attack spell, I think you have disadvantage on the attack roll. If I'm not mistaken,
Oh.
JP will correct me.
I believe that's correct, yeah. There's something
Yeah.
about melee range spell casting as well. I think they
So I
get
would...
interrupt or something.
Hmm.
Oh, look.
Well, I could take like a step... I can take a step back and then cast, I guess, right?
Totally, and he'll get an attack of opportunity against you.
You have to disengage if you want to get away from them.
Which is
Right.
Can I do disengage and cast a spell?
No.
Nope. Disengage in action.
Mhm. Damn it. Well, that's shitty. I have like nothing I can do.
I would just disengage. I'd get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, I guess I'll Can I disengage and run away some?
Yeah, totally. You can disengage and move up to 30 feet. Or 6 squares.
Let me measure that. Okay, so I'll move there. So now I would assume that I got some cover with the trees from like the archers and stuff.
Definitely. Definitely.
Okay, so that's what I...
The next goblin is going to keep running after you, though. Because you're like the only one visible. Rowan and Baggy, way over the other side, these guys can't see. So this goblin is going to move and then dash towards you. And Pater.
Peter's been in this kind of situation before. He knows how to handle himself. The hack at the one that's right in front of me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to? So if I kill something, I get a free bonus attack, right?
You can use your bonus action as an attack, yeah.
All right, so I'll just attack. Punk. 21.
Yeah, easy peasy.
1d8 plus 5. 6, 7.
You can click the
Uh,
longsword, by the way, and it automatically rolls the damage. And where you rolled it?
Oh, I thought it. Oh, it already did the damage.
No, it didn't. You got to click the word longsword next to the +5.
Oh, I thought I rolled that 11 damage.
No, it's not the second. It's.
Go ahead, Neal.
I'll just roll it for you. How about that? It's 6 damage.
Hit.
You do slay the goblin before you. He croaks and falls dead.
Can I use my bonus to actually kill another then?
Yeah, you can. You're gonna have to move to do it, but that's not a problem. You can move up to 30 feet.
For stats, by the way, since I did most damage, I get credit for that kill, right? Is that how we're doing it, or?
I leave that to chat to decide.
Oh yeah, we
He
need the.
He just like steps over this tiny goblin. Walks over and says, or the Vanderhorns.
He says that for literally every attack for the Vander.
I think
And your attack fumbles.
Is there a reroll?
No.
Nice.
The next goblin goes. Did I accidentally delete the wrong goblin? I deleted the wrong goblin, my god. All right, it's now this guy in front of you. He's going to take a slash at you with his sword for a 12, which I believe scrapes across your chainmail, doing literally nothing.
Yep.
Upon this goblin on the warg takes his action to cut the rope attached to his saddle and pushes his warg forward towards you. The goblin already used his action to cut the rope, so he can't make an attack, but the warg can.
Now, is that
So-
guy so big he takes up 10 feet?
The warg is large,
Okay, I see.
but the goblin itself is normal sized. The warg takes a bite at you, Peter.
Okay.
With an 11 to hit.
That's worse than a 12.
It is, yes, it is. The next goblin archer goes, and he's going to redirect his attention to Peter now as well. Looks like Gaston's on the run. So this goblin takes a little bit of a move closer and takes a shot at Peter with a 4, bringing us to Baggy's turn.
let's take a
Okay,
break on Baggy's turn before you get to go.
Oh, I was going to kill him. All right, good cliffhanger.
Yeah, what cliffhanger are you killing him? Because you're totally gonna kill him.
I am. I'm going to kill
The
two.
ad rev that we're going to be getting from this cliffhanger right here alone.
Yeah. No, this has probably already been claimed because Neal fucking named the continent the Gate. Oh my god. Okay, let's take a break. We'll be back with hour 2 right after this. We'll see you guys in just a bit.
Peace.